This program has been brought to you by Animas Mountain Mortgage, Durango's most trusted mortgage lender.
You're watching Durango TV News. I'm Wendy Graham-Settle. 17 conservation groups, including the Durango-based San Juan Citizens Alliance, have filed a lawsuit to prevent the Trump administration from rescinding provisions of an Obama-era methane waste rule from 2016. The lawsuit was filed in U.S. District Court late last month. It alleges that the latest rescission violates federal law by downplaying the original rule's benefits to public health, local communities, and the climate. Furthermore, the rescission will waste more than $800 million in natural gas royalties due to taxpayers.
The BLM has to manage the minerals according to the Mineral Leasing Act from 1920, and it says they can't allow the wasteful use of the public's oil and gas. So that's the fundamental legal premise, is that the BLM has a law that says they can't waste oil and gas, and they are willfully allowing for the waste of that natural gas or methane.
In March 2017, President Trump issued an executive order directing the Bureau of Land Management to review an Obama-era ruling that required energy companies to reduce methane gases that leak from natural gas and oil wells or that was burned off in flares. The BLM wrote in its latest ruling that the 2016 provisions unnecessarily burden energy production, constrain economic growth, and prevent job creation. The lawsuit, however, says the BLM's ruling is illegal because it ignores the costs to public health, safety, and global warming. Methane is 80 times more potent than carbon dioxide as an element that contributes to global warming. As a major producer of oil and natural gas, the Four Corners region suffers from some of the worst methane pollution in the country. The methane hotspot in the San Juan Basin is the size of Delaware and is close to violating national health standards. The lawsuit cites a government accountability report that estimates that the 2016 rule would have returned more than $800 million in royalties to taxpayers over the next 10 years, and it would have saved enough natural gas to heat 1.5 million households during that same time. The lawsuit also alleges that the BLM failed to adequately address the public's comments and concerns in its environmental assessment of rescinding the methane waste rule.
If you're going to do a 180 and completely reverse your opinion from a few years ago, you have to have a pretty strong rationale. And the BLM put forth no evidence or rationale for why all of a sudden things are different now than they were a few years ago. So their analysis on abandoning this rule that would save almost $1 billion worth of natural gas and prevent the emission of 180,000 tons of methane per year was 26 pages. So they did a 26-page environmental assessment to rescind this rule that they just adopted a few years ago, and they ignored 600,000 public comments they got and didn't respond to any of them, and basically just blew off every comment and every point that anybody made and just plowed ahead.
Pearson said that New Mexico and California have filed similar lawsuits against the BLM because of the royalty payments they're losing to waste. In the meantime, the Environmental Protection Agency is expected to rescind a similar methane waste rule that governs methane releases on all public and private lands in the United States. For more information, visit the San Juan Citizens Alliance website at sanjuancitizens.org.